ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕੈਲ ਟ੍ਰੈਵਰਸੀ ਨਾਲ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਨੇ ਅਚੀਵਿੰਗ ਫॉर ਡੈਲਟਾ ਟੀਮ ਦੇ। ਡੈਲਟਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਿਊਨਿਸਪਲ ਚੋਣਾਂ ਜੋ ਹੋ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ 20 ਅਕਤੂਬਰ ਨੂੰ, ਉਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਕਾਉਂਸਲ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਇਹ ਖੜੇ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਆਓ ਕੈਲ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ।
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So first of all, Cal, you have been a police officer for over 27 years.
Yes.
So you have a great experience serving the community. What has been your experience being in the police force?
Well, I worked in two departments. I worked in Vancouver Police Department for the first 17 years, and then I've worked in Delta for the last 10.
Okay.
And I retired on April 30th. And of course, there are two distinct, diametrically opposed communities. The Vancouver Police Force has got a lot of police officers, whereas Delta's about 190 to 200.
Right.
Much more community-based in Delta, and that's what I like about Delta and being in Delta, and being a police officer in Delta. Very rewarding because Delta carries the moniker "No Call Too Small."
Right.
And very safe community. Really enjoyed the community because it really is community policing at the ground level.
Wonderful. So what prompted you to think of jumping into politics?
Well, I've been considering retiring from policing for about a year and a half now, and I was asked in late December whether I'd be interested, and I'm interested in our community because I live in the community.
Right.
I have 3 children that are adults now that all grew up in Delta, and I've always been interested in public safety, youth, just from my policing career, high-risk youth, trying to work with people in our community.
Right.
Of course, Delta is a very distinctive community with 3 different pieces,
Right.
Lawson, Ladner, and North Delta. So each of those communities or pieces of the city come with their own different types of problems.
That's right.
Yeah.
So because being in the policing, you know what are the issues, the challenges of the people as far as the safety aspect is concerned, or their living in that particular areas, what you have mentioned, the 3 different areas.
Yeah.
So how are you going to bring this knowledge of yours, what you experienced during this 27-year career, and especially the last 10 years in Delta, what would be your major agenda as a councillor?
Well, I really am going to take up the public safety thing. I really think that's very important, and especially in the days we're living in right now.
Right.
Every day you see something on the TV about the police department or youth or a shooting here or there, drugs and this and that. And I'm really interested in the public safety part of it because the Delta Police Department's doing a very good job.
Right.
They do a very good job because they really get out into the community. They talk about training and education with the members and getting out in the community, take a proactive approach to policing. And I really like that. And I think they've been going in the right direction for a long time. And I really want to be a piece of that to make sure that Delta stays safe, as safe as it is,
Right.
but still work towards being better and improving.
Okay, and apart from that, now that you're talking to people, now that you've jumped into this race, lots of people must be coming up with their challenges apart from the safety aspect. Are you hearing anything from the people as to what their concerns are, and how will you as a team address those?
There's issues of traffic because Delta tends to be one of those communities or cities that is thoroughfare for people going from, say, Langley and Surrey, White Rock, through our community, using 72nd and 64th to get to the bridge to go to work. And those are some of the things you do hear about. The other thing is there's development in our community that people are concerned about, affordable living, keeping Delta, the lifestyle living in Delta, because we have a very good lifestyle. We have a great community. We got a lot of events throughout the year. We really reach out in terms of the city reaches out to the community and tries to encourage them to come in, like with events like Tour de Delta, Boundary Bear Show, and just to get on board with developing those to make the community even closer to us, working together to solve some of the concerns and problems that the community has. Of course, you're not going to make everyone happy, but you're going to try to do your best, and you're going to listen. You want to make sure you listen to hear what they're saying and try to react to, that without always trying to tell people what they're going to do from
Right.
a council position.
Cal, as a police officer, you are forthright. You know, you just go for action and just do it. But being a politician now, listening to the people and general, the perception amongst the people about politicians is different. It's changing at a fast pace because when elections are there, lots of promises are made. But once the elections are over, then things change. So how do you assure the public that Cal Traversy, who is standing for this post of councillor, once elected, will fulfill whatever he is now promising to the people?
You know, you're right. When I first started in policing, it was fast paced. You respond to calls, and you just go and do what you have to do, and everything's different every day.
Right.
But getting older as a policeman, it became more apparent that you really need to reach out to the people in the community and hear what they're saying,
Right.
and work with them. And I was very fortunate in my career to work as a community police officer up in North Delta, and then also be the supervisor as a sergeant
Right.
for the community policing section. And the responsibility there is you're on the ground floor, you're listening to people every day to hear what their concerns are, whether it's dogs off leashes or unsafe community neighborhoods, and then we would work with them and go listen to hear what they say and try to work with them to help come to a resolution for their problems. And
Right.
That's called problem-oriented policing. And I think I can probably bring that skill set to being a counselor,
Right.
and using it to hear what the people say, work together with our community,
Right.
to make things the way because people want a certain lifestyle in the community and want to work together and make those things happen and occur.
Wonderful. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you and best wishes. And of course, elections are a few months away. We'll have you back here again with some loaded questions as elections come near. Thank you and best wishes.
I look forward to it, and thank you for having me again.
ਵੈਲਕਮ ਥੈਂਕਸ ਕੈਲ। ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ। ਕੈਲ ਇੱਕ 27 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਅਫਸਰ ਵਜੋਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ। April ਮਹੀਨੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਿਟਾਇਰ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਪੁਲਿਸਿੰਗ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਐਕਸਪਰਟੀਜ਼ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਲਿਆਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਇਸ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਤੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਪਬਲਿਕ ਸੇਫਟੀ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਇੋਰਟੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਮੁੱਖ ਰੱਖਣਗੇ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਕਿ ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਪੁਲਿਸਮੈਨ ਐਂਡ ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਪੋਲੀਟੀਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਕਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਅੰਤਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਮੈਂ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਪੁਲਿਸਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਮੈਂ ਇੰਪਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ। ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਬਣ ਕੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਇਸ਼ੂਜ਼ ਚੈਲੰਜਸ ਨੂੰ ਸੋਲਵ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ।